Mama June and boyfriend Geno spent $150,000 on cocaine in 6 months. Lucky to be alive. Mama June, her boyfriend Geno, and drug addiction go hand in hand. But now they are finally heading to rehab to get a fix for their drug addiction. To everyone's surprise, the couple spent $150,000 in a span of just 6 months. They seem to be grateful that they're alive even after such a massive drug binge. Let's take a look at this in detail. Mama June's inability to afford basic living. Mama June revealed that there was a point they had to sleep in the Suburban. They couldn't afford even a hotel, and being able to live became next to impossible. Geno added that things were very rough at the time. The couple confessed that the only time they were clean was only because they couldn't afford drugs. Also, most of the time, their friends were willing to share. Now, the couple has accepted help. However, they still don't understand how they felt motivated to let June's family help them out. Over the course of the recent season, Mama June's family has been inspiring her towards betterment. In the May 8th episode, the girls were not ready to see their mom on her court date. However, Pumpkin later said that she wanted to give her mom a second chance. Pumpkin let Mama June reunite with family under strict conditions. Pumpkin let Mama June reunite with the rest of their family, but she kept some really strict conditions that her mom had to follow. June had to use a new phone, stay clean, and join a rehab. Pumpkin has been the parent figure for her sister Alana. Even though she has her own 2-year-old baby, the reality TV star has taken her sister under her wing. Will Geno be a bad influence on Mama June? According to Pumpkin, Mama June boyfriend is not a good influence on her. In one of the episodes of the recent season, the doctors told Mama June to adhere to a full-time rehab, but she clearly refused and let everyone know that she is not going to live without meeting Geno for such a long time. But she did agree on going to the rehab part-time. However, Pumpkin believed that if Mama June spent time with Geno, he would drag her along with him, and in no time she would be a drug addict again. Now, they have both agreed to get help for their addiction. The duo also admitted to being in deep trouble because of their drug problem. We can hope for June to stay with her family for long term and not to let anyone get in the way of her recovery. Mama June Shannon's life has always been a whirlwind of shocking twists, but her dark spiral with longtime boyfriend Geno Doke remains one of the most disturbing chapters in reality television history. Now, new details have emerged that paint an even more harrowing picture of the pair's drug-fueled downfall. According to reports, Mama June and Geno spent a staggering $150,000 on cocaine over just 6 months during their addiction binge, an amount so extreme that insiders say it's a miracle they are still alive today. For fans who once cheered June's transformation on Mama June, from not to hot, the revelation is both heartbreaking and terrifying. Her once celebrated weight loss and career comeback were overshadowed by her rapid descent into chaos, with drugs, arrests, and a toxic relationship taking center stage. Now, the shocking number tied to her drug spending highlights just how out of control her life had become. Mama June herself has admitted in past interviews that she was spending thousands of dollars a day on drugs. At the time, many fans thought it might have been an exaggeration, but with the confirmation of a 6-month period where she and Geno blew through $150,000, the magnitude of their addiction is impossible to ignore. We were lucky to survive it. June admitted, "It could have killed us both." Insiders recall how erratic and unstable the couple became during this period. The money spent on drugs not only drained June's finances, but also destroyed relationships with her children. Alana, Honey Boo Boo, Thompson was forced to live with her sister Lauren Pumpkin. Effort as June spiraled made it unsafe for her to remain at home. Fans remember the heartbreaking episodes where Alana, still just a teenager, tearfully confessed that she felt abandoned by her mother. Those moments now feel even more gut-wrenching knowing the staggering amount of money fueling June's addiction. For Geno, the spiral was equally destructive. Legal troubles piled up, and his volatile relationship with June often played out in front of cameras. The couple's run-ins with the law, including their infamous 2019 arrest for drug possession, cemented their reputation as reality TV's cautionary tale. Behind the scenes, friends and family feared the worst, convinced that their drug use would eventually end in tragedy. They were living like every day might be their last. one source said. The fact they survived it is nothing short of a miracle. The financial toll was devastating. $150,000 in 6 months equates to about $25,000 per month. Money that could secure Alana's future, supported her family, or given June the stable life she once worked so hard to achieve. Instead, it was funneled into a habit that nearly destroyed her. Fans are still grappling with the magnitude of the number, many taking to social media to express their disbelief. That's a house, a college education, or years of financial security. One fan wrote, "To think it was all gone in a haze of drugs is heartbreaking." June has since tried to turn her life around, entering rehab and working toward reconciliation with her children. She has acknowledged her past mistakes and admitted that the addiction nearly cost her everything. "I didn't realize how bad it had gotten until it was almost too late," she shared. Geno, too, has expressed remorse, although his relationship with June has been rocky and marred by repeated setbacks. The emotional toll on the family is still unfolding. Pumpkin, who stepped up to raise Alana during June's darkest times, has often spoken about the burden of essentially becoming her sister's parent. Alana, now older and more independent, has also expressed her pain at watching her mother choose drugs over family. This new revelation about the scale of June's addiction reopens those old wounds, showing just how deep the betrayal ran. Experts say that the amount of money June and Geno spent on cocaine is not only shocking, but also incredibly dangerous. Such heavy drug use over a short period can easily result in fatal overdoses, severe health complications, and irreversible brain damage. They are lucky to be alive, one addiction specialist said bluntly. Most people do not come out of a binge like that without severe consequences. For fans, Mama June's story has become more than just reality TV. It's a cautionary tale about the devastating power of addiction. The once lovable Here Comes Honey Boo Boo star transformed from a figure of laughter and transformation into a tragic example of how fame, money, and personal demons can collide with devastating results. Still, there is hope. June has continued to emphasize her journey toward sobriety, claiming she's committed to staying clean for her family. While Geno's path has been more complicated, both have acknowledged that they cannot return to the destructive cycle that nearly ended their lives. For viewers who have followed their journey from beginning, the hope remains that Mama June can rebuild her life, repair her fractured family, and perhaps even reclaim the happiness that once defined her story. But the shadow of that $150,000 looms large, a chilling reminder of how quickly everything can fall apart and how close Mama June and Geno came to losing it all for good. The Shannon family saga is once again boiling over, and this time the emotional fallout centers on Lauren, Pumpkin Efford, and her younger sister Alana, Honey Boo Boo Thompson. After years of stepping up as Alana's legal guardian during Mama June's darkest battles with addiction and instability, Pumpkin is reportedly breaking down under the immense pressure of raising her sister, while also managing her own young family. To make matters even more explosive, Alana is now demanding more independence, creating a rift that has left both sisters emotional and fans worried about what comes next. Pumpkin has long been hailed as the unsung hero of the Shannon clan, taking on the role of mother when June spiraled out of control. She fought in court for custody of Alana, providing her younger sister with a safe and stable home during the most chaotic years of their mother's downfall. Fans watched with admiration as Pumpkin balanced being a young wife, raising her own children, and carrying the responsibility of ensuring that Alana had the life June could not provide. But behind the cameras, sources say the stress has been relentless, pushing Pumpkin to the brink of exhaustion. Now, with Alana older and eager to carve out her own path, tensions are mounting. Insiders reveal that Alana has been vocal about wanting more freedom, less supervision, and the ability to make choices about her future without feeling like she's still under Pumpkin's thumb. Alana loves Pumpkin and is grateful for everything she's done, one insider shared, but she's ready to live her own life. She doesn't want to feel like a child anymore. This shift is reportedly causing deep emotional strain. Pumpkin, who sacrificed so much to keep Alana safe, is struggling with the idea of letting go. She fears that Alana, still young and navigating the pressures of fame and adulthood, could make choices that put her at risk, especially given the family's history of struggles with drugs, relationships, and money. For Pumpkin, the protective instincts are overwhelming, but Alana's growing independence is undeniable. The situation has sparked heated debates online. Fans of the Mama June franchise are divided, with some urging Pumpkin to allow Alana more freedom, while others insist Pumpkin is right to remain protective. Pumpkin saved Alana from a nightmare. One fan tweeted, "She deserves to have a say in her sister's future." Another countered, "Alana is nearly grown. She deserves her independence after everything she's been through."